welcome to The Tub.
Thank you for having me.
Take You Back podcast. This is where we just take you back, really, and we go back in time.
Many years.
It's for all of us now, I think. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we just go right back to the beginning. Before that, what have you been up to this week? What have you been up to?
Been ill.
Have you been poorly?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
For the last 3 weeks, to be honest.
Have
I'm
you?
just getting back to normal, but yeah, I've been ill for the last 3 weeks. So getting back to normal. Out at weekends, so I'm going off to Amnesia.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, in Cov.
Oh, nice.
Go up there, surprise a few people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then back on gigging on the 18th.
Where you at?
I'm at Manchester, where I've got residency with Golden Days.
Right, yeah.
And then straight after that, I'm off to Burnley.
Burnley?
Yeah.
What's on there?
It's a night, a couple of friends of mine. You know Danny D?
No. Danny D?
Yeah. Scratch Master.
No, I don't know. Don't know.
Do you not know him?
No.
Good DJ is Danny D.
Right.
Yeah, so he's putting a night on, so I'm back over there.
Right, nice.
So it's a day event in Manchester.
Yeah.
Then back over to Burnley for the night.
It's all right in Burnley. They love it in Burnley, don't they? There's a good few ravers over there, but...
Do you know what? It's a funny audience, though, isn't it? I was supposed to be playing at one last week, and it just... no sales at all.
Was it not?
So they cancelled it.
Just try not to bang on the thing like a drum, banging like a drum. Yeah. Just what's that track you just played then? That was bang like the drum. What was it?
Yeah, it's a remix.
Yeah, that was sick. That. So you've still got it in your head, I think.
I've always got beats running around in my head.
I know. Yeah, I'm the same. It's crazy, isn't it?
I'm always whistling, humming, upping, tapping. Honestly, I can't help it.
I know, it's mad. It's like when I'm speaking to people, like I always burst out into song. You know, like the lyrics are just, I don't know what it is. Any conversation, I just burst out into song for some strange reason. ADHD for you, I think.
I just think it's in your head, isn't it? All the time, constantly going round and round and round.
Of course. Yeah, so yeah, welcome to The Tub. This is my little project that I've been doing for a while. Started in 2022. I did 13 episodes audio only. I've just started the video stuff. Mm-hmm. It's been absolutely crazy, setting everything up, and it's a massive learning curve. But we're getting there, and just welcome to the show and welcome to the studio.
Oh.
So yeah, let's. Take me right back. Let's hear your story, Lynn.
For me, it was started in my mother's back room
right.
with her vinyl collection.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, she was a big soul collector. Yeah, so when I was a kid, it was hairbrush mirror. I used to do that. So, yeah, she was my big inspiration, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's just a pity sometimes you think, I wish you were still here to see it all.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then I got involved with the break dancers.
Right.
So I was collecting vinyl by then, 12 inches. I mean, my mum used to buy me records all the time. That was the big thing. In our house, it was like we had that big record player, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we used to go to the youth clubs, which they should still have today, shouldn't they? Come on. That's where it all started for a lot of us.
Yeah.
So we used to go with our vinyl and play it for the break dancers and just watch them, and I got really into electro and hip hop and stuff like that.
How old was you then? About
13.
13 was you? Yeah.
I went to Italy and I heard it was D-Train, You're the One for Me.
Right, yeah.
And I came back with it. I was only 13 and I went to every record shop in Manchester, and it was out on import on 12 inch, and I managed to get it in spinning. And that was at 12-year-old, 13.
Really?
Yeah, so it sort of started there. My sister was a big vinyl collector as well, so she was a big inspiration as well.
Yeah.
And then I went on to doing illegal parties in Manchester.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was your first one of them like?
It was a friend of mine. It was her brother, and he was a big inspiration. He used to hang around with Gerald from, a guy called Gerald and stuff like that. And she said, come on, we'll do the beer. Went down to Aldi, bought a load of beer. And he had like a masonette, and he knocked the top floor into a dance floor.
Really?
So at 2 o'clock when the hacienda finished, it was onto that, and it was in Hume.
Right.
And it was just like you'd be sat there at 8 o'clock in the morning watching them all off their heads.
Yeah,
it was ace.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a big inspiration as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so, and then I met Steve Gorton in Wythenshawe in a pub.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell me about that then. How did that pan out?
Well, I used to go to like the local, because I lived in Wythenshawe at the time, and they were all City fans, apart from Steve Gorton.
Right.
And this one night they're all getting, like, singing all the City fans, and he gets on the stage singing United fan songs.
Yeah.
And I got behind him and started like supporting him and everything. And that was my sort of step up to Awsome 3, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, and that's where it started.
So how old was you when you met Steve?
I was about 21.
About 21?
Yeah.
So just to give us a bit of a background on Steve and yourself with Awsome, like, so what was his part and what was your roles?
Well, we were in a relationship.
Right.
So he moved in with me, and like Awsome 3's studio was in my flat.
Right.
In a council flat in Wythenshawe.
Right.
And it was like, I remember him writing Don't Go, and this is where a lot of confusion comes in, because other people have claimed that, you know, I had a hand in that, I had a hand in it. It wasn't. I remember him sat on that floor with that keyboard for hours on end writing that tune, because he'd already been signed to a record label, Hard Up, obviously, and a few others, Freedom of Life. And that was the step up, was Don't Go, which was the B-side.
Right.
To Headstrong.
Right.
And it just flipped the other way, didn't it? Like
As B-sides do.
Yeah. So that was how that started.
Yeah.
So at the time, I was producing music.
Right.
And I had a vocalist in, and I was in the studio, I've got her singing, and I'm singing to her how I want my vocals sang.
Right, okay.
And Steve went, thought you couldn't sing. I said, I can't. He said, yes, you can. I said, no, I can't. And that was it. I started doing gigs.
Right.
And the first one we ever went to was in Northern Ireland.
Really?
Yeah, and that was scary. And I wasn't the most confident person, do you know what I mean? And he was like, just think you can buy a new pair of trainers. All you have to do is stand on that stage, he says. You'll be way above everybody and just look above the heads.
Yeah, yeah.
Gets there, the stage was about that big. Honestly, yeah, it was a mad journey from then on, doing from there to bowlers.
Really?
You know, and it was just have a few beers, get on that stage, just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love dancing anyway, so I just used to get up there and dance.
Yeah.
So that's where it sort of started.
Right.
And then it was like Hacienda, and that was one of the clubs I went to most of the time. And then I found Maxime's, and that was it. No turning back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Got to get my driving licence, got to go to Maxime's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because they used to make you have your driving licence and all that, didn't they? They used to scan it all, didn't they?
No, do you know what it was?
Cricket, or get your driving licence to get to Maxime's, you mean?
I needed a car.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I needed a licence to get there.
All right, yeah.
But that was my first experience at Maxime's. We did a gig, and we went there, and I was just, wow. Because the Hacienda was a different crowd completely. They were all a bit arty-farty, weren't they?
I don't know. I was too young to go to. I'm 40 now.
Yeah.
And I was too young to go to Hacienda, me.
Yeah.
I think
Friday
it was just
nights were the best.
It was just a bit, just that was just a tip out. Do you know what I mean? And it was a bit gutting really, because it's iconic, wasn't it? You know,
It was iconic, but it wasn't my favourite club in Manchester.
Really?
No.
What was?
It was a little place. We used to actually use a studio called Check Your Head, and it was a club under there called The Home.
Right. Where was that?
That was, near Piccadilly Station.
Yeah.
You go down the side of Piccadilly Station. It was on the corner.
And there's still studios now there, I think. In the northern quarter, just as you get into the northern quarter, isn't it?
It's right down the bottom, and the road splits into two.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and it's on the corner.
Right on the corner. It's got glass. It's got like a glass thing.
Correct,
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen Eric Cantona there, and I was like,
Did you?
yeah, he was in there. And a few of my friends from childhood were resident DJs there.
Right.
So, because where I came from, there was a lot went into, one of my friends now is a film producer in London.
Right.
He used to be in like all the breakdancing teams and stuff, so he went on, he does hip-hop films and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, so it's nice to see that they've gone on to embrace the music as well, and we've still kept in touch.
Yeah, that's it.
It is nice.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to. I've flirted in and out with it in the past, with the MCing, DJing, promoting, all that kind of stuff really. And I flirted in and out of it mainly due to mental health and stuff really. And obviously naughty things like the way the music industry sometimes takes you, which can get wrapped up in it. I've had to come out myself and like take a step back. Right, this is getting too heavy for me.
Yeah.
And things and everybody else I've looked at within the bounce scene and the old school scene and in that kind of the northwest kind of scene. I've seen everybody now, because I've come back in. I've seen everybody progress. And like how far they've gone, you know what I mean, and like the content they're creating, and it's absolutely unreal what they've done, and to coming back into it from being years out, it's like, whoa, like, you know, but it's good to see, you know what I mean? And I support everybody that's in the industry in that sense. You know what I mean? And like you said yourself, like, it's good to see other people doing well.
Of course, that's what it's about. You lift each other up, don't you?
Of course you do.
And I don't think social media has helped the music scene. Because way back when we used to do gigs, it was faceless. No one knew what you looked like.
Yeah.
I'd heard of like bands getting booked, someone going in, performing, taking the money, running, and then the band would turn up.
Yeah.
You're like, what? Because no one knew what you looked like.
No.
And it was going on all the time.
Yeah.
I remember it happening in Manchester once, and this so-called band turned up, played out, and just played a track. Because everyone used to use DAT tapes.
Yeah.
No one did live performances. It was very, very rare. You went with your digital audio tape, gave it the DJ, plugged it in, played your track.
Really?
Yeah. I remember going Maxine's once, and because we used to mime it all.
Really?
And suddenly, the DJ had got it all wrong and went halfway through the vocals that don't go, and you were like...
Oh, do you mean for the PAs, in the PA, in the PA sense? Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah, I've seen that quite a lot, you know what I mean? Because it's a studio sound to a live sound is completely different in it as well. You know,
people don't get it.
Nah.
They don't. If you don't know about music, you don't get it. We went to gigs like a few years ago where they're all saying, right, it's got to be a live performance. Went to Morecambe, the sweat, everything went down. Luckily, we took a CD.
Yeah.
Got the CD and did live vocals.
What, did they know the difference, really? Well, you know.
Just got to watch, because everything... And another band, Nameless Band, went on. They messed it up, got thrown off.
Really?
Yeah, so we had
They actually got thrown off?
Yeah.
Where was this? What venue?
It was the Carlton.
Carlton,
in
yeah.
Morecambe, yeah.
Was that was the old Winter Gardens, was it, the Carlton?
No, it was all called Carlton Club.
Oh, Carlton Club?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a bit weird, that one.
Yeah.
And they got kicked off. We went on. Everything started steaming up. We took all these pads and flipping all sorts.
Yeah.
Just went,
nah.
Put my CD in.
What, because of the sweat, like, because of the heat?
It just knackered everything up.
What was the audience? How many people were there?
Packed.
Was it?
To the rafters.
I'm not surprised if you guys were on, you know what I mean?
It wasn't just that. It was coming to the end of the time for the Carlton Club.
Yeah.
And then they went and put another night on as well. And then that closed.
Straight after that, there. Oh, wow. Well, at least you got a decent few gigs at the end of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
End of an era, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, I mean, so from like, let's go back a little bit. So from... God, I'm interested, me. I'm interested in the nitty gritties. So, like, you said your mum was through your you started through your mum. What kind of was she just collecting the vinyls and things like that?
She was just music, man.
Was she?
And it was reggae, Bob Marley. She even got into UB40, you know what I mean? And it was like the weird thing was when I was 21, I started working in Britannia in Manchester, and got in the lift, and this black guy gets in, American. And the lift got stuck, and it turned out it was Jimmy Ruffin.
Right.
And everyone's like, I'm telling everyone, I got stuck in the lift with Jimmy Ruffin. Like, who's Jimmy Ruffin?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was like, what becomes of the broken-hearted? He was my hero. You know, I loved that tune because I was brought up on, like, soul, Motown.
Right.
So, yeah, it was like, wow.
Like the Northern Soul stuff, or was it?
No, it was the
soul.
Motown.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of Michael Jackson, but the early stuff, not the older stuff.
Yeah.
So my mum used to just buy me records.
Yeah.
And I was in orchestra, I used to play like all sorts. Because people think I just get on this stage and just go on the mic, but no, there's a bit more to it.
There is a bit more to it, isn't there? So what else? What instruments What instruments can you play?
I can play loads.
Can you?
Yeah, I can read music, do all that. I used to play in an orchestra.
So where did you learn that at school, or
Yeah, because I was always mad to play music. Yeah. But I can take an instrument, go away and learn it. Yeah. The only one I couldn't get my head around was a guitar. Really? I've got little hands. I used to have lessons, I used to have guitar lessons, but it was like getting my hands across the frets. Yeah. Come out, my hands were like, whoa. Oh,
it hurts, doesn't it? Like, getting your hand around.
Respect anyone that plays a guitar.
I know, yeah, definitely. Yeah. I've tried it a few times and...
It's not easy.
No, it's not easy. You're right, you know.
Yeah, I can plinky plonk it, but when it comes to chords, I'm like...
Yeah, you've got to have that kind of, musical kind of ear, haven't you? It's all about the ear, you know, listening to the sounds and understanding your chords and your notes and, you know what I mean? That's it, basically, getting things in key.
It's having that ear for it,
isn't it?
It's just a natural ear. It's like when I started DJing, people, I was watching people and they were like, oh, you count to 4. Count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. for me, it's just like, you just know when that beat's going to come in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Your bars and everything else.
Yeah, of course.
Because I'd produced,
yeah,
you know the build-up of that track. Do you know what I mean?
That's
so it made it a lot easier for me.
Yeah, I bet
to
it
learn
did, yeah.
to DJ.
So what did you produce on? What kind of?
Well, I've done Awsome 3 stuff. Stuff.
Hardware, software. What kind of? What?
I like Fruity Loops.
Do you?
I like Fruity Loops to get all my like sounds and stuff. But I was a great fan of Cubase.
Yeah.
For arrangements.
Yeah, for arrangements.
You just block it, don't you? And then, right, take that out.
Cubase and Reason we used to use.
Yeah, but then Cubase went a bit arty-farty. Because when I started, it was like black and white Atari.
Yeah.
And then you had your floppy disks, and we had like samplers, and we had a mixing desk like that. But it was easy because you had each sound coming through each individual channel, so you could do all your effects. Now it's all changed.
So where did you learn that?
Steve taught me all that.
Did he?
Yeah.
Right.
Because it was in the house.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was a proper studio with the keyboards, samplers, the lot.
How did you fund it, if you don't mind me asking? Or how did?
Awsome 3 funded it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Because of the amount of advances. Back then, you got advances, and they were proper advances.
Yeah. So so it's per record sale, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. We used to go down St Anne's Square and buy loads of clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those were the days.
I know.
But, yeah. Definitely. It was a learning curve.
Yeah.
Like you say, it was a learning curve. Don't you learn as you go on? But
of course you do.
I just found it really easy to do.
Yeah.
Because it was already there anyway from being young.
So tell me about your DJing then. Like, tell me more about that. Like, how long have you been doing the DJ side of things?
It's been about 12 years now.
Has it?
Yeah. I mean, I always had the decks and stuff like that. Back when I was a kid trying to do the scratch, my dad record and knackered his stylus up and stuff like that. But I was more into the producing side.
Right.
So we had the 1210s in the studio. We had all the vinyl because we used to be on all the mailing lists. And we had like, garage full of vinyl.
Really?
And then...
Where are they now?
we left the house, right, because we moved to another house. And the garage was full of them when we sold it all.
Did you? Oh, no, I bet you're wounded about that.
A lot of it would have been worth a fortune, honestly. Yeah. But you just don't think, do you?
Nah.
But
you don't. You think, that's it. You think it's going to be around forever or whatever, and then it's just like, then it all comes back and it's worth a fortune.
And then Steve came to me, he went, oh, by the way, he says, I've got your DJ gig. I went, I don't DJ. He went, you got 2 weeks to learn, and it's for Help the Heroes.
Mm.
Yeah, and it was down in Wrexham. So 2 weeks, went down to the set, and that was it. I started getting bookings, and people were like, you're brilliant. I was like, really? Do you know what I mean? So it took me a bit to sort of, I'm not one to take compliments easy.
Yeah.
So it was like people going, you're really good. Well, and then recently I got a nice compliment off Rob to Sarah.
Right.
And that was really good to hear.
Why? What did he say?
He said I was one of the best he's heard in a long time.
Really?
And he said that I play with my heart.
Yeah.
And put your heart and soul into it. He said, not like, his exact words were, not like the DJs that just turn up to just go through the motions.
Yeah, so you read the crowd, you see what's going on, and you play to them really, rather than.
I see DJs turn up and they've got like the set.
Yeah, the set they've been practicing for months.
Yeah, I'll just get a load of tunes, and you got to watch your audience, and then I go from there. Yeah. So I like that sort of element to it.
So can you mix multi-genre then?
Yeah.
So before you was unreal, like just the way you was looping it and you was bringing it back, and it was just like this girl knows what she's doing. Yeah,
I just get a bit nervous sometimes. Give me a couple of runs and I'm right, and I get dead brave and I'll start going, I'll try a bit of this and try a bit of that.
Cutting it in, that's it. Yeah, well, it's like anything really, isn't it? But yeah, it's unreal. Like so, like as a female artist in this industry, I mean, it's difficult. Like
boys' club.
Yeah, it is boys' club. Yeah,
especially in the old school scene.
Yeah, it is. Massively.
Yeah.
I mean, how many DJs I don't really know many old school DJs that are females. There's not many. Not many at all.
And what I see is a lot of female DJs are using other ways to get themselves noticed.
As in the looks and things like that.
So I made a purpose. Well, I don't know if it was an even conscious decision to dress like a boy, the cat.
No, you're old school. You're 90s vibes. You know what I mean? That's it.
It was also listen. Don't look at me, listen.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it's about.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so I sort of made that conscious decision that I want to be one of the boys, you know what I mean? And I want to be accepted by some of
so you didn't go... So you didn't go that way. Just listen to the music, what I'm playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Oh my God, that's an unreal way to look at it. That's a brilliant take on it.
Because a lot of it in this day and age, it's all visual, isn't it? Of
course it is.
And it's like sometimes you're just like, oh, cringe.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, just listen to what we're doing.
Yeah.
And that's what that's what DJing's all about, really, isn't it? As the art form, anyway. That's what it used to be about. But now like they're bringing, they've brought the new CDJ 3000Xs out, and they've got a big 10-inch screen on them, like obviously like the AZ, and everything's visual. They're all looking at where the beats are kicking in. They're all looking at, it does help you in a sense where you can be more technical with your mixing.
It's like production on the fly, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially when they start bringing, when you're using the software and you get stems. So you can strip out all your.
I believe now in like Record Box you can actually.
Yeah, you can strip it out, so you can strip the vocals out. Yeah. You can, and it's really good.
And sort of make your own tracks. Basically.
Make your own tracks as you're mixing. Yeah. So in that sense, it's good because you've got the visual and the. Yeah. But like coming from like I'm an 80s child, so coming from an 80s child and your background as well, it's like it's vinyl and you're listening to.
I never played vinyl.
Did you not?
No.
Really?
No, I never learnt to mix on vinyl.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't think I had the patience for it. But at the time I was producing anyway, so I had no inclination. So I started on digital. Yeah. But then I go to a friend of mine and he does the reins, but it just looks like two Technics decks. Yeah. So when I play at his, I have to scratch it in like a...
Yeah, like a vinyl. I mean?
Yeah.
And how'd you find that?
I sussed it out quite quick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But it's all in your ears. Well, it's not in your ears. Obviously, with the rain it won't, because obviously it'll be through the laptop or through...
I can't watch it because it gives me a headache.
Right, so you're just a
just listen to what...
Old school DJ, yeah. Nice.
I do get a lot of headaches from stuff like that. All them colours going and it's like, whoa.
No, yeah, I get it. Nice. So what's the biggest gig you've done?
I'm trying to think. I've done quite a lot. I've done Ibiza.
Like DJ. So what's the biggest DJ gig you've done? Yeah.
Do you know what? I did one on New Year's Day this year. Right. And I've got to say that was just. I don't know if it's about. I'd say it's about the beat. I mean, I've done Reminisce as well. Yeah. But that was like it was an old warehouse in Portsmouth. Right. And you walked in and it was derelict, and it just had all the lasers and the smoke and you had jumping jet flash on everything. Yeah, yeah. And then they didn't even have a bar. It was a table with all red stripe. Really? Yeah. You had to even put thick coats on because it was like New Year's Day and what an atmosphere.
Was it? What was that called?
It was, what was it called? It was just the warehouse. Yeah. Because it was a big venue back in the day, and it's now closed down, but they got permission to open it up for the day.
Reopen it, wow.
Yeah, and they had alternate on, and so you had all these flipping... I played loads of acid, and you could, like, all the smoke was in the lasers, and you could see all these hands. It was like, whoa.
Oh, unreal.
Take me back, sort of thing.
Yeah, wow. There's no other feeling, is there? Like, to be... What about on the stage for Awsome Free, as in, like, doing your PAs?
Bowlers and stuff like that.
You said a B for a second ago. What have you done?
Yeah. I usually do a bit of DJing out there for Slip Back in Time. Right. Which is amazing event. It really is. It's like a week long.
Yeah, that runs over a week or so, doesn't it? Yeah.
But like you get the artists will go and stay in the hotel, so they're sat around the pool and you get to talk to them. And a lot of people, it's like their dream come true. You got Rat Pack just chilling with a beer. Yeah. It's a nice vibe. And Shades of Rhythm, people like that, Mark XTC. Yeah. Yeah. So it is nice. But you see them people that they've made their mark. Yeah. And they're just down-to-earth people. Yeah, that's what it's like. You would think they wouldn't be, but they are. Yeah, just really humble. Really good people.
Yeah, that's how it should be, when it's...
Slick Matt. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
He's on tomorrow, isn't he, in Blackpool?
Warrington.
Is it Warrington? I'm sure he's on... Is he not Fubar's? He's on at Fubar's place.
Oh, he's there as well.
Retro.
He's in...
is it Saturday night, I think it is?
Yeah, Saturday night he's in Basement in Warrington as well, Sankey's Basement, with Rob Thurston.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're doing... They're loading up, aren't they? Go on, why not though? See, the thing is, when I used to gig quite a bit, you know, it's hard work, isn't it? You know, like you know yourself, you're going from Saturday night, you might have 2 gigs on a Saturday, then two gigs on a Friday, then one on a Saturday. You know, might be up and down the country, miles away from each other, and it's a lot of travelling. People don't understand that, do they? People don't really get like how much you've got to put into it, like, and it's tiring, you know, especially doing the PA stuff a bit.
Well, back in the day, in like the 90s, when Don't Go was at its height, we were sort of signed to it was an agency that got you gigs, and they dealt with Prodigy and people like that. And they used to get us a lot of gigs, but it was, like you say, the travelling.
Yeah.
And this one day, like Dave Johnson, who was one of the original members, he used to work in his office, so he'd get the facts from the agency to say, right, this is all your details and what have you. So he said, right, we've got a gig in Coatbridge, it was, in Scotland, which is miles away. It's the other side of Glasgow. So he'd finished work. It was a Friday night gig. We flies down, tonning it. It was absolutely throwing it down. Gets to this gig, and it's like a leisure centre.
Right.
It's like, where is everybody? Well, off he goes to bouncers outside the leisure centre. He comes back and he went, don't even start with me. I said, what? He said, it was 11 o'clock this morning. It was a teen rave.
Oh, no. Oh, wow.
So we travelled all the way, and it was like, do you not read your like flyers and stuff that you get from the agency? Because he did another one, going round, I think it was Torquay, going, have you seen Tall Trees Club? Looking for no one's heard of it. In Newquay, not Torquay.
What? On the other side?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. That's funny, that, isn't it? Some funny. What other good stories have you got? Funny ones.
We did Prodigy.
Right.
In the Hacienda of all places.
Right.
Supported them. I didn't actually do the gig that night. I was pregnant at the time, but my daughter, who was in there, got to a full view of Prodigy, the lot. Do you know what I mean? It was like the bass was well turned up. It was making me feel sick.
Was it?
But
so you was actually there. You was actually there, but it just, obviously didn't perform.
And they put us in a room downstairs at the back of like the stage, and we sat with Leroy, and it was just amazing. They gave us this big, massive fridge full of beer.
Yeah.
It was a good night, that.
Nice.
And I met Leroy in Scotland this year. I was like, remember that night in Hacienda? And he was like, no way. He was like, that's mad that you remember that. I said, it was a good night, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was busy, wasn't it?
It was, absolutely.
What's like, have you got any horror stories from any gigs? Like, apart from, you just said the teen, like that kind of thing, like the teen rave up in Scotland, but like anything like where the sound's cut out, or...
Oh,
you know,
that
crazy
used to
things.
happen all the time.
Yeah, especially illegal stuff.
Yeah, I remember seeing a post once, I think it was in Maxine's, funnily enough, and they were like, oh, the system last night was rubbish. And it's like, where's the audience got this view? Flipping 8 years ago, you'd get all the people, you know, someone would report it to the police would turn up, take all your equipment. And you know what people did? They didn't moan about it on a social media site. Went and partied at the local, like, Janet Richard, places like that.
Yeah.
You took the party somewhere else. Yeah. But now it's all like, they sounded rubbish. Too many critics.
Yeah, there is too many crickets. Crickets.
You didn't care years ago.
No,
You just partied. And I found a place, because I was quite a troubled teenager, that I belonged.
Yeah.
And that was a good thing. And I never took drugs. Never touched drugs.
Really?
No.
Still to this day?
No. Don't touch them, they say.
Really?
Don't get me wrong, you have a little dabble.
Yeah.
But it was like my sister, we used to go out and I'd be there at 4 o'clock in the morning, Heineken Extra, a couple of them. So it was Ministry of Sound was coming to Manchester.
Yeah.
And what they did, they put half the night on in the Hacienda and half in the home. You had Jeremy Healy come over and everything. So I'm saying to my sister, because I used to get all the DJ mags back then. I was like, get these herbal ecstasies. Right. Should we try some of them? She was like, oh, no, don't want to try a bit of that. She went, but do you know what I've had? I was like, what have you had? She went, well, when we go out, you don't know, but I've took a bit of speed. And I was like, what? I was shocked. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she said, just have a little tiny bit. So I said, a little tiny bit like that. Well, the next day I went home. Both gardens got done. The back garden got done, the front garden got done.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that map. And I'll tell you, that was enough for me.
Yeah.
The day after, I was like, oh, I can't move.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible stuff, innit?
Yeah. So it was people are shocked. I'm like, you never had pills? Nah.
Yeah, there's a difference between pills and speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it was the music was my drug.
Yeah, that's it.
Big part of the music. It was not about drugs for me, it was about the music.
See, a lot of them nowadays, they're taking ketamine.
Have you seen the deaths through
This is what I'm saying, you know, it does your bladder in and things, and it's not good. You know, especially it's a very addictive drug
it's a mentally addictive drug.
Yeah.
Now, I had, years and years ago, I used to deal horses. I used to buy and sell horses and stuff, and I used to have a young lad, handsome young lad, used to come and ride my little ponies. And his mum used to send him to mine. He used to come for his tea and everything. And I didn't see him for a few years. And I was in Bowlers one night and he turns up and he's like, Lynn, it's me. He was now 25, addicted to ket.
Really?
And his eyes were dead.
Yeah.
He had a bag. He'd not ate solids for a year.
Oh, wow.
And he just couldn't forget anything. He just wasn't the same kid.
Wow.
And it was sad. That was really, really sad to see.
Oh, yeah, hits home, doesn't it, when it's someone close?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I mean...
So when I hear these idiots that are at raves now and the battering Kate, it's like, you absolutely... And we're talking middle-aged people.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You think it's funny, and it's not.
No,
it really isn't funny.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I've participated in all sorts of stuff in my time, you know, but I've never really... it's just, like, the tranquilizer thing, like, it's just... I don't know, people just seem to, like... I don't know what it is with it. It's like I like a high me because I've got ADHD. So, you know, I get prescribed amphetamine tablets.
Right.
Called it's lisdexamphetamine, the actual drug, and I get prescribed that from the psychiatrist doctor for my ADHD, and so like that kind of produces a dopamine in my brain that I'm kind of that kind of miss. That's like when you're ADHD, and so I've always been like I've always gone to the highs, do you know what I mean, without realising it, and, you know, subconsciously, like, kind of needed that in a sense, and I used to think, oh, I've got a problem here, you know, I've got a problem, like, that's like coming out of the music industry, because I used to find that was you know, going to gigs all the time, it's just in your face, like you say, you know, have one of these pills, have to do this, do that, have some speed, and, you know, and that's why I had to come out of it all, and because I thought that was the problem. I thought the music industry was the problem for many years, and so did my family and my mum and things like that. But it wasn't. It was the ADHD, you know, and it's like that was the problem. And now, because I'm medicated, it was like lifting a massive weight off my shoulders. And now that's why I can like kind of get back into the music, and I can go to gigs, don't take a thing, you know, and like. I want to be home by 12 o'clock.
You do, don't you?
Well, it depends who's on, like, after 12, but I mean, like, I want a backdoor boogie after a bit, you know, it's like, I want to get out of there.
Yeah.
But
back to your little bubble.
Back to my little bubble, but still, you know, I can go out and do stuff without needing it, if in that sense. And because that's where the biggest influence was for me.
Yeah.
Like the music, and now it's not. It's like I can go and enjoy it now, and it's a good thing, really.
Yeah, for me, I was a young mum, you see. I had my first at 17.
Really?
So it was like, you're a mum. You can't do stuff like that. You've got to go home to your children. And for my children never even seen me drunk. I never wanted things like that, you know, and it was important to me to bring my kids up right.
Yeah.
So it was that choice of no.
Yeah. See, I've never had kids, me.
Have you not?
No, 40 years of age with no kids, it's crazy.
That's why you look young.
Yeah, no, yeah. I think it's, well, I blame it on lack of sleep, so like, the more you sleep, I think the more you age.
You know what?
I don't know, I think it is, because they tell you to have 8 hours, and I think, 8 hours, I've not had 8 hours sleep for a long time, for a few years, like.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I have, though. I'm one of them that wakes up every few hours, you know, and then I'll shove my headphones on, listen to podcasts and stuff like that.
You'll be listening to this one next.
Yeah.
No, so what was you saying then? What was you going to say, sorry? Previous to that, so we were talking about, so I was telling you about my ADHD and like, you know, and you were saying, you were a young mum, you couldn't really do that kind of thing. I mean, how did it affect your, so you had a child at 17, and so how old was you when you did your first gig then?
I was in 20s, early 20s.
Really?
Yeah.
So so you skipped the partying kind of side.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you was a mum. So that's why you still had the love of music.
Yeah.
So you went into the production side of things more.
I mean, I used to live in a flat in Rusholme, and one of my big things, like I had 2 young children, and they were like, and I used to go to the record shops and buy vinyl. They'd go to bed, the vinyl would go on. And recently I had like a conversation, you know, MC Tunes.
Yes.
And I said to him, you know that tune, the only rhyme that bites, got me through some dark days, that tune did.
Yeah.
In my little flat in Russia with my little decks. And he was like, that's really nice to hear that. Oh. And that's where I learnt the Running Man.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean, the Running Man? What's the Running Man?
Where you do all the dancing in it.
Go on, show me the Running Man.
Forget that.
Why?
That was years ago.
I remember my granddad used to do the Rubber Man.
The Rubber Man?
I don't know, yes. The Rubber Man, they used to say, they used to call it.
It was like the MC Hammer moves, wasn't it?
Yeah, all right, yeah. I get. I know what you're saying. Yeah, of course. Did I know there's a worm? What else is there? Yeah. What else is there? There's a worm, the robot, the Running Man, the Rubber Man. What else is there? What else is there, Ange?
I think she's gone to sleep listening
I know,
to us.
yeah, hasn't she? What else? Do you know any moves?
No, not off the top of my head.
No moves. No. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, unreal. So what kind of like advice could you give to young producers and like that are coming through the ranks at the minute? I know everything's changed. It's
really hard for them.
Yeah.
Let's face it.
So what kind of you all right? What kind of advice could you give to the younger generation then, coming up as a producer?
Keep at it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was asked that. I was DJing, and it's at a place called Dry Wave, and that's for people in recovery.
Right.
And it's like a safe space. You can still go and have that rave experience, but there's no drugs.
Where's this?
This is in Manchester.
Right. Okay.
And he does. It's run by a lad called Ben SOS.
Right.
And he was an addict at one time, so he's come through that, and he's got this. They have a studio where they invite kids to do like workshops and stuff like that, and they also offer places for people on the street with addiction to go into rehab. So it's quite a good thing. And I was there, and there was a young DJ, and he said, "Lynn," he said, "what can you tell him?" He said, because he was talking to this other DJ, and he was telling him about his track listing. I said, "Don't go with the track list. Do not go with the track list. Go with your start song and then your last track. But what comes in between depends on what your audience is doing." Yeah. And I think that's
key.
It is, you know.
So keep to put it how could you put that then? So yeah, just watch your audience then. That's some good advice. Just if you're going as a DJ, then
don't be too robotic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Open yourself up. Yeah, open yourself up to everything.
I know it's scary, but, you know, it's just... I used to, years and years ago, me and my ex-partner, we used to just go back to back, 2 tracks into, and it's a good learning thing to do. And then you'll throw in a tune where you go, mix into that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that sort of thing is like an education in itself, because you're learning, and you're pushing yourself to try something a little bit different.
So don't keep so generic.
Yes. Yeah, mix your break beats into your 4/4. It can be done. Just have a go.
Of course it is, yeah.
Because you'll get some people that's 4/4, 4/4. And I think house music is so boring. Yeah. It is, because it's just the same. And all this, like, they've gone split into all the genres, haven't they?
Yeah, yeah.
It's house music, for God's sake.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. It's like they play the same.
Yeah, you've got that 4/4.
Flatline music. There's no movement in it. Yeah. And it's easy to mix.
What would you say is the hardest to mix?
Drum and bass is quite... I can do it, but I wouldn't like to go out DJing it.
There's so many sub-genres in it. There's so many different variations of it.
And the vocals and stuff like that. It's
very choppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to know your drum. You've got to know it.
You've got to know your tunes, and I don't listen enough. I've had a dabble in it, and I've put a mix out there, and it was all right. But I don't listen enough. So for me to go and say, oh yeah, suddenly I'm a drum and bass DJ, no. I like my breakbeat. I've always liked my hip hop style breakbeat stuff.
Yeah. It's a bit like Mark XTC style, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember I was talking to Mark recently, and he went, "Plumbing Etlin, we were playing in Liverpool." He went, "Some of them tunes," he said, "I hadn't heard from him for years." Yeah. And I was like, "Well, I used to go and watch you when I was young," and he was like, "No way." And then I was like, and I used to do parties, and he was like, "Wow." You know, in Human, stuff like that. Yeah. Started mentioning names. He's like, "I didn't realise. I was signed in '96 to produce drum and bass.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the label?
Planet 4.
Really?
Yeah, and it was Chris Joyce from Simply Red, the drummer.
Really?
Yeah. And me and Steve, we signed to Planet 4, producing drum and bass. But at that time, you had Ronnie Signs and people like that. And Bristol had it on lockdown.
Yeah.
You didn't hear drum and bass up here. It was like, nah, they're keeping it strictly to the boys down south.
Yeah.
So it didn't go much further than that, really.
Yeah, Bristol's the home of it, innit?
Yeah.
Drum and bass. Yeah, it's unreal around there. Yeah, I know a few lads from Bristol. I've worked down there quite a bit, and yeah, that seems like the epicenter. Is that the right word?
Yeah,
epicenter.
I would say so.
Yeah, of the.
I mean, it's worldwide now. It's one of the biggest genres out there, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
And I do like a bit of drum and bass, but it's not my genre. So I'm not gonna make a fool out of myself and try and
Don't be daft.
squeeze into that. No, I just think
It's whatever you love, though, isn't it?
yeah, but I can say I see people that are like, oh, looking at it. I've met people that have gone, I hate breakbeat. Then all of a sudden they've listened to a few of your tracks and they're playing breakbeat.
Yeah, yeah.
And I like to chuck a bit of indie in as well.
Really?
I love indie.
Really?
So I've got a few breakbeat indie versions, and then people come to say, where have you got that?
Is that what you produce yourself or what? Or
No. It's just remixes.
right?
You go and find these little producers who are giving mad. I've got one producer, and he sends me these mixes, and it's all hip hop and indie mixed.
Right.
And no one's got them, and people are like, ID that track. Damn, it was sent to me by this lad who just does little mixes for me. So
Who's that, if you don't mind me asking?
It's called Glenn.
Glenn.
Yeah.
What's his alias?
Do you know what? I just know him as Glenn.
Right.
And I've never met him.
Secret, one of them.
Yeah. But he's done me a few little good
Really?
tunes. Yeah. He does all 2-pack and stuff like that. I can't play that in the old school scene, but yeah, I played one of his tracks before, and that's the one people go, what's that track?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, you can't go and buy it. It's something I've got
That's
off
it.
him that he
Right.
sent me direct. So it's like, yeah, little secrets like that.
Mm.
Or I've had other people going, what's that Stone Roses track you've made? And no one ever plays Stone Roses, but I play it. If I go in Manchester, I'll drop Stone Roses. But then I'm going to events and I'm finding people dropping Stone Roses. I'm like,
Well, there you go. This could be like you could. There's a little niche for a label here.
yeah.
You
I've
know.
tried all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up giving it to Mark Johnson in the end.
Did you?
Yeah. Because he produces that many tracks, and he was
Yeah.
like, then I can't get them out. I said, here's that label. Because I had it all
Yeah.
with all the Spotify and everything all signed up, but I wasn't using it. I said, you might as well have it. So he's got it now.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he doing all right?
I haven't heard from him for
I've
a
not
while.
heard, I was
He's gone
gonna
very
say.
quiet
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
They do, don't they?
Yeah,
They
that's it.
disappear for a bit.
That's what I'm saying. It's like me. That's what I disappear for a bit and then come back, and
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do because it is a heavy industry to, it's a heavy scene, isn't it? It's if you let it be, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If you get yourself hooked up into it, it can be a lot.
You've got to come away from it.
Got to, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've got to recenter yourself, and I think that's a good kind of something good to say to like young people coming up in the industry.
Yeah.
Just take your time and understand that it is a lot. Don't you can throw yourself in full like head first into it, but just make sure you have them breaks like for yourself. Have that you time, because it can become a lot, and then it can go either way. Then and then it can start destroying your mental health in that sense.
I mean, like I say, it's hard because you've got people like. You seen that Ibiza? What's his name with the haircut?
Oh yeah.
Now he's a DJ.
I know, yeah.
And someone will have done a pre-mix that'll put on. He can't DJ, but that's what you're fighting against.
Yeah.
And that's hard. That.
Yeah, it's the influences, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's these young kids, and it's just
changed. It's not like when I was a kid. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's not. Not handing out flyers and getting yourself, noticed that way.
And that was the fun of it, wasn't it?
Outside HMV on Market Street, like, and you
Going
see
with
these
the
out.
tape to flipping spinning and playing it, because that's how Awsome 3 got started.
Right, go on.
Taking a tape
Yeah.
to spinning to Kenny Grogan,
Right.
and there was a guy from a record company had gone to Manchester to sign Together.
Right.
Hardcore Uproar.
Right.
I always get asked this question.
Go on.
And at the time, Steve Gorton was there playing a tape he'd made with two lads he'd met the day before.
Right.
This tape, and this guy was in the record shop and he went, do you want to sign to a label? Because he had to sign something that day.
Yeah.
Took them to London and said, rip this tune off.
Really?
It's hardcore uproar.
Really?
So Hard Up was born. Because people always say, was it hardcore uproar or hard up? It was hardcore uproar.
That was first.
And this A&R man from the record label went, we're going to rip it. Basically rip it off. Because that was his job.
Wow.
So that's
where it's come from.
Yeah.
That was the birth.
It was a blatant rip off.
What you like?
But it was like
You're honest.
That A&R man going.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it wasn't as big as Together, but yeah.
Nice. What a funny story that is.
Well, he was also behind Milli Vanilli.
Right, what's that?
You not remember Milli Vanilli?
No.
It was two Dutch guys that mimed it all.
Really?
And they were number one and everything, and he told them to put socks down the pants.
What?
Yeah. Have you not heard that story?
No, tell me the story. What's
He used
this?
to wear like...
Milli Vanilli?
Yeah, and he used to wear
no.
like black leggings and he had dreadlocks. Two
Right.
pretty boys, you know.
Right. When was this? What year was this? Like,
Oh, we're going back to, what, in the 90s?
Early
I think
90s?
it was, yeah. And they were going on Top of the Pops and he told them to put socks down.
Really?
Yeah.
Why don't you just wear one of them cricket guards?
But there's the... They didn't even sing a note.
Yeah, Top of the Pops is like that though, isn't it? So it just shows you
No,
like...
but they didn't even sing the song.
just shows you like how it's all vision, like everything's visual. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Sad,
and it's not. Yeah, it's becoming more and more apparent now though with like the whole of the music industry. You know, in a sense, like with all the American stuff, what's been going on recently. You know, and that just shows you, you know, people are signing themselves away.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not about talent in that sense. It's about how you look, your persona, you know, and how people want you to look, you know, and it's just and they're driving you into a certain bottleneck in a sense, you know, and it's like, right, go this way, and you've got no choice as a young artist. I don't think you've got much choice. You just kind of go with it, you know what I mean? If you've got, you know, a big producer, you know, whoever, you know, and they're telling you to go a certain way, you kind of go with it, being a bit naive if you're new into the industry.
And it's only dance music, because in your like indie, you've got to be able to sing. You've got to be able to write. You've got to be able to play those instruments. Yeah,
that's different.
Yeah.
There's your difference. But also, in a sense, it's still, you know, there is these bands that are made together, you know what I mean, that are brought together.
Yeah.
And so there's that also in a sense. It's very commercialised, isn't it? It's not, there's not much underground kind of like niche anymore, really, is there?
Because it was underground, and that was the beauty of it. It wasn't in the charts and stuff like that. And you know, you put chart music on, I'm like, what is that? Yeah. And they're dragging out samples from old school stuff. Because people latch onto that sample. Yeah. Like, I know this tune.
And it's underground.
It happened to us. We got signed 2 years ago to Sony.
Really?
And they approached us to re-release Don't Go again.
Right.
With a kid called Shugs.
Right, yeah.
Who's a DJ with the bounce scene.
Yeah.
Put a new spin on it, gave us an advance. We were like, yeah. But to me, just didn't promote it enough. No. It should have been. There was another kid at the time who would have been my first choice if it was going to be redone. Yeah. To do it. Who was that? What's his not Scots lad? Mick Vicker. Right. Yeah, you and Mick Vicker. Yeah. Should have done it. Because he plays it everywhere. Yeah. Shugs went to Cream when it was released. Didn't even play it. Really? That doesn't make sense, does it? It doesn't, does it? Because he's producing that many tracks. Yeah, yeah, and that's what it was. But it was like, come on, Sony have just paid you a lot of money to do this. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so. But every week I've got someone in the inbox. Can we do a remix? I don't go on it. So yeah, get your dollar out. Yeah, you don't want to dilute it though too much. You know what I mean? In a sense, I think it's been diluted left, right, and centre. It's got to be one of the most remixed tracks ever. Right. Yeah, you could honestly. If you went to the Guinness Book of Records, I'd say Don't Go would be there somewhere for that track. Yeah, it's that. Oh, it's unreal, isn't it? Got drum and bass one. Yeah. You know, it's like I've met people out and about, and they go, "So what's your band called?" Awesome. Never heard of you. It's that intro in it, though, the build up coming in. Play it, and they go, I know that tune. Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? And that's the difference. They don't know who's made it. Because it was a faceless band back then. No one knew what you looked like. You could go through a club while you were performing that night, and no one knew who you were. You could dance away and then get on stage, and everyone's like, sure, they were at the side of me a minute ago.
Yeah.
But that was the beauty of it, I think, more than anything. Now it's all everyone's facial recognition.
Of course. Do you think that's playing a part on like the mental health side of things with like how people look? You know, you've got to have this sort of image, haven't you now? You know, and it's like through social media and things like that. Yeah. I mean, I think that damages people. Do you not think?
I think it's worse for the younger generation. Us old gets don't care, do we?
No, yeah.
We don't.
No.
You get sort of to that age where it's like, you know, I am what I am. You either accept me or not.
I know, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But for the younger generation, I think it's really sad, and I think it's having detrimental, not just in the music industry, in life in general. And I wouldn't like my kids to be young these days, honestly. It's just all centred around social media.
And the way you look and how... do you think COVID had a big part to do with it or not?
You see, COVID, I loved COVID because it was peaceful.
Yeah.
We didn't go out gigging and stuff like that, but I was still working.
Yeah.
So I was still going out, still working. So it was not like a normal day, but then when I'm driving to work, there's no one about.
Yeah.
You know, it was a weird thing to go through.
What about the youth? I mean, the youth, when Funky B, Baz, he was in on the podcast and he was saying how like, you know, like mental health within, because he works with the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he works with, I think it's 15 to 19-year-olds or 15 to 17-year-olds, I think it is. Don't quote me, and he was saying how it dramatically, like the figures went through the roof through mental health for kids, and you know, the young uns, and like they weren't going to school, was they? So they all like isolated themselves, and like you know, and it's just unreal, like how they've kind of just forgot about it. You know, the government's kind of like just forgot about it.
They just took it away with one hand and then they get back to normal. Yeah, here you go.
No, but it's had a massive effect on him, you know, and I think that in a sense, you know, and the more I see like these young uns like coming up now through the ranks, DJs and this, that and the other, and it's like, they're kind of very isolated and they're very just self-centered in a sense, not in a bad way, I don't mean to say it in a bad way, but they don't know any different, because it's kind of like they've just got the mindset on they're not really looking to like the bigger picture, if you get what I'm saying. And I think that's narrow-minded. It's like making them all narrow-minded.
Making very immature as well.
Yes.
They're not having life experience.
This is what I'm trying to say, yeah. So
I work within the youth offenders.
Right, okay.
And so I see a lot of people that carry knives.
Right.
They've been done for carrying knives. And their attitude stinks. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Because they sit in front of a computer or they're out with their mates and they've got the masks on. And I think the youth of today, it's a scary place.
Yeah.
And you talk to them, you're trying to get through to them, and they're just like, they've got this long hair and they've got it over the face and they're going,
Yeah.
They don't want to communicate with you. I'm not saying that's everybody, but just that side of that. And it doesn't help when you've got musicians. Well, I use the term lightly. With this, what's it they call it, where they're rapping in down south and they're talking about killing and stabbing. And
like grime and what do you mean?
Yeah, but drill music.
Drill?
Yeah.
Is that the genre of it now, is drill?
Apparently so.
Right.
You know, in my day, music was you could listen to a piece of music and it would have an influence on you. It's about time musicians started getting together to encourage the youth of today to stop all this.
Yeah. Well, there is, you know, workshops and things like that people do.
But do they want to do it?
So in your line of work, I mean, what kind of things do they influence like in the music? Do they influence any kind of music structure or anything like that into anything?
Not in my line of work, no. No. That, you know, it's like my music. What I say, my grown-up job and my play job.
What about for like the kids? Like, I mean, because when I used to have a DJ school with Ben Marshall. Do you remember Ben from Blackpool? And we used to have our own DJ school at Rock Hard Studios, and we worked with the young offending team. We worked with Lancashire County Council and the YPS, and we got funded to project our course throughout the youth clubs and things like that, through the youth organisations in Blackpool and Lancashire, and we worked quite closely with the young offending team, and they obviously got funding to come, to give the kids, so the kids could come to us, and we've seen some amazing results off it, and And the kids changed. It changed them completely. Like you say, it's a big influence on them, like the music side. And, you know, it's just unreal. And it's just a shame that a lot of that's been cut now, you know, and throughout.
Well, there's no youth clubs anymore.
This is what I'm saying.
When I started, was youth clubs.
Yeah.
We used to have these decks. It was like this big, massive case, and you had a deck in that side, deck in that side. And you used to go with your vinyl.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Who's got the best 12-inch tonight?
Yeah.
It's just gone on it.
Yeah.
It really has gone.
You know, and it's a shame. I mean, like you say, you wish there was something there where all the musicians can come together and do something. And it's like, it makes my ears pring up, and I want to do something me like that.
I mean, they fed the world. Come on. It can be done. It can be done.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I hated the government. Because Paul Weller told me to.
Right.
It's influential.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is where these kids that are expressing themselves with knife crime and things like that, it's influential. Yeah, it's influential to...
And it's sad.
You know, but then you've got people like, you know, Eminem, etc., you know, and he got crucified for stuff like that, you know,
He's
saying...
always had an element of humour, though, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, but it was still like... Sorry, I'm just playing devil's advocate in a sense, you know, and it's like, it's still, you know, I'm gonna put, what is it, 9-inch nails through my eyelids or whatever he says, you know what I mean? And don't quote me again. You know, and it's like that in that sense where I don't know. It's not where that to me when I grew up listening to that when I was like you know, I think I was just leaving high school or just in my late years of high school, and that didn't influence me to go and do anything daft.
No, it didn't influence me.
But yeah, they got. You know, they got judged. He got judged on it, and I think that was wrong for him to get judged on it. So, I'm not saying you're wrong for judging these young kids, because they're talking about knife, this, that, and the other. I think it's more on how that person takes it, and you know, and I think it's more on the individual. And this is where I think it's bad, where the COVID thing came in, because it's making people isolated, and they don't talk about it as much. So it makes them. So in a sense, it can be influential. But as a group, as a whole, no one's discussing these things, you know what I mean? And they're just trying to sit at home in the bedroom talking about this now. And that's sending people into a state of like insanity or, you know, like evil in a sense, you know, and it's making people, it's a negative vibe because it's not expressed over a large group, you know what I mean? Because these young kids are kind of isolated, you know, they've isolated themselves due to COVID.
Yeah.
In my opinion, do you know what I mean? It's like...
See, a lot of it when it goes down to parenting as well.
Yeah.
You know, I know parents that go to the ends of the earth to take the kids out for the day to stimulate them, to make sure that, you know, they learn about things, enrichment, and then I know kids that never leave the house.
Yeah.
So it's got a lot to do with that. Because at the end of the day, we might have been locked down, but you could still go out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, where I live, I'm quite lucky. It's like in a little village. And you see families out all the time, and the kids are being stimulated. And it's down to that as well.
Yeah.
I always say education begins at home.
Yeah, of course it does,
And it does. You know?
Yeah, I suppose.
It really does.
I know what you mean, yeah. See, I was an only child, me, for years, so I was like 19, single parent mum. And it was like, you know, I just was out with my mates all the time. I didn't even see me mum, you know what I mean? She was always working. And I was just out with my mates all the time, so it was mad. It was like, so I got that kind of I was streetwise.
I was.
You know, and especially if you're like, well, you're around Manchester and like, you know what I mean? Where are you from originally then?
Manchester.
Yeah, whereabouts?
Originally from Withington.
Withington?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
But like I say, I went through a stage where my mum and dad got divorced, you know, and I just went the wrong way. And I was running away from home and stuff like that, and I was living on the street at 13.
Really?
So I had to grow up pretty quick. Yeah.
Is that due to? Sorry, I don't mean to pry or anything. Is that due to the split up of your mum and dad?
My dad was violent. He was an alcoholic.
Really?
You know. So my mum left. She moved away from where my mates were, and at that age, you think your mates are really important and stuff like that. So I chose to stay.
Yeah.
And then I became the victim of my dad's violence.
Right.
So I was going to school. And wasn't a nice school, didn't like it, so I didn't go to school. Yeah. Which was sad, really, because I wasn't stupid. Yeah. But people in that school spoiled it for me, so I just ended up that I was running away from home and I'd be brought back by the police, disappear again, be brought, you know, it was a sort of revolving door, really. And my dad would be out till 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm 13, I'm left to my own devices. He'd lock me out of the house.
Really?
Because he didn't trust me.
Really?
Yeah. So it was quite a tough time.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
So how's that? How's that affected you then as a young mum? Like, did you completely the opposite? Like in that sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a job I took seriously.
Yeah.
And meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
To protect your kids.
Yeah.
What you do, don't you?
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's nice.
And all my kids are grown up now.
Yeah.
All got their own houses and jobs and stuff.
Doing all right, yeah?
And I was a single mum. So it's doable.
Go on the single mums.
Yeah, it is doable.
Yeah.
You've just got to take that interest in it, haven't you? I'm not saying you can keep them away from other outside influences. I'm not saying, because that does happen. I had a good childhood, but I got in with the wrong certain people and took a wrong path.
Yeah.
And I ended up in a naughty kids home.
Really?
Yeah. Which I loved.
Yeah.
Did. Because you got to smoke, you got to swear, you were allowed to express yourself.
Express yourself, yeah.
Went to a school where there was like 7 pupils in the class.
Really?
And I just excelled.
Really?
Yeah. But then they sent me back to school, back home, and it was like, I don't want to go to this school.
Yeah, yeah.
I really hate it. It was an all-girls school, and it was just horrible. So went to college, and I love college.
Yeah, yeah. What did you do at college?
Biology.
Did you?
Yeah. Psychology.
Really?
Art and design and English literature. And excelled in it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I was not good at English. England was my worst subject.
Oh, I loved English.
Oh, I couldn't do it. I could do it, but just the writing, I couldn't write, or I couldn't, like, it just bored me. It's like I knew I was going to have to write something. It was like, switch off. Or like ask me to read book, switch off completely on. Like, I can't read books. I can read, but I can't read
books
for a long time because it just goes in one, and whatever I read is just gone.
It's the attention span, innit?
Attention span, yeah.
You can't sort of quite.
But with my music, in a sense where, I keep on it, and my attention span, like, because it's something that I enjoy and something that I love, and and then I'll fixate on it then, and it's kind of like a superpower in a way.
Yeah.
And it's that's unreal, really.
It is, though. It's like you play or you read something and you're interested in it, your brain takes it in. Give you something to read that you're not interested in, it's just your brain's not taking it in because it's not interested.
Nah.
And it doesn't give you something that you're interested in. My daughter is dyslexic.
Yeah.
And when she was younger, it took a bit for them to find out she was. And now she reads all day.
Yeah.
She'll sit in a room and read and read and read. Because it was to get that. I used to give her horse magazines because she loved horses. And she would read them. She'd learn to read them because it ignites it, doesn't it? Because it's your passion.
Of course, yeah.
And I think that's what it's down to, finding that one thing that your brain likes and takes in that knowledge.
See, I find about 1,000 things that I like. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like dipping little bits out of it, and I'm like, oh yeah, and then I'm like taking some out of like this, like the video editing and like and things like that, and the production side of stuff, and it's like I'm taking stuff from my music production because I went to SSR. I did School of Sound Recording. I did music production there for a couple of years. So I'm taking things from that and using it on here, but then using it with the video stuff. But then it's like, no, I can't do that. I need to relearn this, and it's like just take and then I'm like, it's just mental. My head's like all over the place all the time. But it's cool because I've got like a passion with it, and it's I want to learn.
Have you seen the Lottery Winners, the band?
No.
Oh, you got to look him up.
Why? What's that?
He's got ADHD.
Yeah.
And I went to see them at Isle of Wight Festival. And I like them anyway. They're a local band and what have you from the Northwest. But he got on stage and he's like a comedian. But he's got ADHD.
Yeah.
And he just messes about on stage all the time.
Yeah.
And he tells a story of like, at school they used to lock him in a room because he was misbehaving.
Same.
Yeah.
Did to me. It's isolated me. Bang.
Isolated, that's what he said. And they sent him to a camp and he sang at the camp.
Right.
And then suddenly it was like this veil lifting because people wanted to know me. He said, so now I have to show off and I found my audience.
Wow.
And it was he got quite emotional because it was the biggest gig he ever played.
Really?
And he actually left the stage crying.
Oh.
And it was quite emotional.
Oh,
but a nice story to hear. He does a lot of podcasts himself and interviews about ADHD.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have to see what he's like, see if we can get on the show.
Lottery Winners.
Right,
I've seen him, he put this video up and he's going into they were like playing somewhere, but they had like a room full of puppies.
Right.
And he's made his way in there. Effing puppies. What's your fucking name? My name. Honestly, speaking to the dogs, and he's such
Brilliant.
a character, but what a beautiful soul.
What kind of music's that?
It's indie.
Indie,
Indie-ish, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what a talented lad, got a brilliant voice.
Yeah.
But he could be a comedian as well.
Wow.
But look him up, he's
we definitely will
really
do.
good.
100%.
Yeah.
What's so what have you got going on in the future, like in the near future, or distant?
Yeah, it's just for me. It's just DJing.
Just gigging.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite booked up till Christmas now.
Oh yeah. Have you got an agent?
Hey.
Have you got an agent?
I have got an agent. Yeah. My agent Paul is actually Entrance's manager.
Right.
Yeah. But I get most of the gigs through Facebook, to be honest.
Everyone's got an agent, Paul, haven't they? Everyone's agent's called Paul. It's always Paul. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's.
Yeah. But he tends to get us like the bigger gigs. Like, Like Pavilion Festival in Ayr, which we did this year. Clubland and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he does pop up every so often. And
so if anyone wants you for a gig, like say if any promoters or any clubs or anything like that are looking to book you.
Yeah, we have an Awsome 3 page on Facebook.
Yeah. And
a lot of people do, even though they don't know me or they don't know Steve or anything, they tend to message me through that and just deal with it.
You control that then, do you?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we all have control of it.
Yeah.
They're just lazy buggers.
So people can book you through there, yeah? Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. So where have you got going? So what have you got? What gigs have you got going on then? Up until
I'm
Christmas?
in London on the 1st of November.
Where's that at?
Light and Box.
Right, yeah.
I've never played there, so that's quite a big thing.
Yeah.
Where else am I? Coventry, Rave History. Which
right.
It's the same people involved with Amnesia, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I've done theirs quite a few times. Nice people. Where else am I? Possibility in Scotland. Just got to hear back from the agent on that one. Waiting for his confirmation, which is, I mean, there's no announcement yet, so I can't even say where it is.
No, it's not going to turn into a teen gig, is it? Up there?
No, hopefully not. No.
Yeah, go on.
What else have I got? Golden Days.
Yeah.
Oh, Back by Don't Demand.
Which one's that? The
Boxing
Day.
One.
Are you on that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So doing that, which is it's a funny one. Back by Don't Demand, because I mean it's been going for years. I used to go years ago, and it was all rap back and that. Now it sort of switched to the bounce scene a little bit.
Yeah, I think they mix it up a little bit. Drakey and Joe, they mix it up, yeah. So like, it depends where they play. I think as well. Like they have different stuff on. I mean, we went to the Dome. There was a rooftop Dome event that they did in summer.
I played there for Big Fish, Little Fish. Right. When it first opened.
Right.
It was a nightmare because you couldn't see the deck.
Right.
Couldn't see loading the tunes because the sun. It was a summer's day and it was just.
I think they changed it. Then they must have. I think they had quite. I think they had a screen behind it or something. But behind they must have got onto that. But it was unreal. Like, and that was all very old school. Very old school vibes, and the crowd wasn't very young at all. Do you know what I mean? It was no. It was you're looking 30s plus really more than anything. You know, there weren't very many young people there at all. Yeah. So it's like that. The bounce. It wasn't really much bounce at all. You know.
Well, I did a Maxime's reunion one. It was on a Boxing Day a couple of years ago. So I goes there loaded with all my Maxime's type tunes, and I'm dropping these tunes. What I remember, because Maxime's was my club. This kid comes to me, he's about 20 over the next. He said, I thought this was a Maxime's night. I just went, mate, these tunes were getting dropped at Maxime's when you were in your dad's balls. I couldn't resist, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Like, wow.
Who are you? Sit down. Go over there. Yeah. Go and play with your dolls.
Yeah. Because that generation think it's all about the dunk and the bounce and stuff, and it was like, it goes way back. Hypnotic nights, you know, Gary Hypnotic and Rob Thurston on that. Even Stu Allen was a big DJ there, and Moggy, that was another one. Yeah. So, like, go sit down.
Innit?
You ain't got a clue, kiddo.
Innit? we are Maxime's. Yeah. Shut up. Innit? So. No, yeah, they just think that's what I mean. They think they know everything, don't they? A lot of them, but bless them, you know what I mean? They're just being naive with it, innit? And it's like,
yeah.
Sit down.
I used to go to bowlers about 12 years ago, and there was a group of young, like what I call kids, you know. Right. And they knew every tune because the mum and dad had been old schoolers. Yeah. And people were like, oh, they're only kids. And I was like, whoa, 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 this is the next generation. These are the kids you want to be attracting to these, because these are the ones that are going to carry, and they're still going these days. Yeah. Yeah. They're now in the 30s, and you're
That's
like,
it.
I remember when you were little, you know.
What do you think of the bounce and donk scene, in a sense? That's changed. That's changed massively as well, especially for an MC. Mm-hmm. That's completely changed.
Yeah, well, I used to do a night of, like, my own night called On It, but that got cut off through COVID.
Right, yeah.
So we did one in Wigan. I can't even remember what the club was called. It's like just as you go into the first street, the main street.
On King Street, is it?
Yeah, and you've got Revolution. And then it was a couple of bars up, and it had like 2 levels.
Right.
So when I'd gone to book the actual bar, he shows me the middle level, where you walk straight into. And actually, I was like, yeah, I'll book this. Gets there on the night, got DJs in there and everything, and give us upstairs. And they had bounce going. It was Wigan. Yeah. So we're playing house music upstairs, and it was like, not working.
No.
So this kid comes up, goes, here's a stick for a bounce. Never played bounce in my life. We did that night. Yeah. Yeah.
And how did that go?
I found it really easy.
Yeah. What bounce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like take that bass out, put that bass in, then, you know.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, the old school's different, isn't it? It's a different kettle of fish. The break beats and things, it's just like you say, you've got to have that kind of, you've got to know it, you've got to have that style, and that you've got to be a good talented DJ to kind of DJ that stuff. And yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It has got to be in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've got loads of friends. I mean, one of my mates scratching. I go to his house and he's dropping all this breakbeat. And I've followed him for years, you know, when he used to play at bowlers and stuff. Yeah. So to go to his house and just witness it all myself is great. Yeah. You know.
Who's that?
Pete Breaks.
Right.
So, you know, you got all these big DJs and that, and I'm thinking, Pete Breaks should wipe the floor with a lot of them, honestly. Yeah. He's just proper old school. He's so talented. And he was one of the hip-hop b-boys. Yeah? Yeah. He's been doing it for years, and he's like, right, I'll teach you how to scratch. I said, you chance me.
Can you scratch? No. Can you not?
Yeah, scratch me head.
Scratch me ass. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Lynn, we'll get it. I was like, mate, maybe 20 years ago when my wrists were a bit limper, you know what I mean? And you see his fingers going like that.
Doing the crab?
Yeah. Well, he said, just go like the old...
Is it the crab? What's it called? What is it?
Oh, I have no idea. Where they're doing all the fingers with the crossfader. Yeah.
It's the crab. I'm sure it's because you do and then back up.
Just go away. Me, I can't even pat my head and rub my tummy. Do you know what I mean?
Go on, give it a try.
It's just... I used to be able to do it, but not so... You know, and you've got to have that flexibility. Yeah. Of
course you have,
He was like, remember the old tune on the football where you go dun 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 dun? You try that. Non-start, Pete. Absolutely.
It's too late in the day for this one, mate. Cheers.
Yeah. Maybe when I was younger, if I got into it, I probably would have. I mean, I did try.
Your art's got to be in it though, as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I did try when I was young, but and you don't realise you got to have the real needles and stuff like that. My dad's stylist didn't quite get there, you know. Yeah. But I did have a try when I was young.
Oh, nice. So, if you could give us five tips for like a young DJ coming into the scene.
5 tips.
Yeah.
Stay true to yourself.
Yeah. Honestly. Number 1.
Yeah. Go on social media lots.
Go on what, sorry?
Social media lots.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, so like market yourself on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I played at an event recently and I didn't see one thing for it on social media, and I was like, how do you expect to promote? I didn't even have anything to share till the day before, and it was like, really? This is not good marketing, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
No one knew about it. So, yeah, social media is a big thing, unfortunately. I don't like to say that.
Number 3.
Know your tunes.
Yeah. Know your music.
Yeah.
4.
Don't take it too seriously.
Really?
Yeah. Don't take it too seriously.
As in, don't let it get you down if you...
Some people sort of punish themselves if they don't get it right, you know?
I think that's how you get better though, is it not?
Yeah, I suppose it is. Practice makes perfect, as with everything.
Yeah.
But, you know, you see people trying to force something that they haven't got a natural ability with as well.
Right, okay.
And I think you've got to have...
So feedback.
Yeah, I think you've got to have a natural ear to it. Music.
Yeah, you've got to...
You know? I think I tried teaching my daughter non-start. She was like, give up with it.
Yeah.
You know? And she loves music and everything, but she was just like, no interest.
Yeah.
Can't get my head around it. I don't know what you're asking of me to do, you know?
Yeah,
so I think you've got to have that.
Yeah.
You know? And I've seen other DJs that try too hard, and I'm just...
Yeah.
You know, I think it's...
Don't take it too seriously in that sense.
Exactly.
Just be yourself and let it show within the music. Mm-hmm. Right, okay, yeah, brilliant. Number 5?
You've got to have image, haven't you?
Image?
Got to, haven't you?
Is that not social media? Is that not in a social media presence, or is it, do you mean like a persona?
Yeah, a persona.
Yeah, a style, your own style.
Yeah. I mean, flipping out, I go out with my dog and you wouldn't notice me, you know. But I always put my cap on. Yeah. People always say it's something you hide behind. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. It's that little, I can do that. Do you know what I mean?
Well, like you said, it was before. You said it was, you know, like when you're DJing and stuff. It's to, I'm not an image. Do you know what I mean? I'm not that. Just listen. I'm here for I'm the DJ.
I like my image. I was brought up in that era.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you've got to have the right treads. You've got to have, you know. So image has always been a thing for me. Not to the point where it's to impress other people, make me feel good, because that's the way I was brought up.
Yeah, that's it.
From being a teenager, it's like someone said to me recently, God, I've got to say one thing about you, you're always looking sharp.
Yeah.
I've never heard that one before, but yeah, I like that.
I used to get that a lot as well.
Yeah.
Like I dressed different to everybody else, and like I think that was being an only child or something. I had to express myself in that. Myself in that way. I think my mum was a punk and my dad was a teddy boy though. So that's, I think I got it from that as well. So she used to wear a toilet seat round her neck and different odd shoes and all sorts of mad stuff. So I think I think it's in the blood.
Being individual.
And
having your own style.
Yeah.
And I think it's good. Don't be like the next person that comes along. Have something that little bit different. It's like my sister's always saying, when are you going to grow up? Says who?
Yeah, that's
you know
it.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Where's the law that says I must now go and get a twin set and a blue ring? You know what I'm saying? It is,
of course.
Our generation, I see people that are older than me and they're looking fine for their age. Do you know what I mean? Because it's that, I think it's up here. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, of course.
Give into it and it will take over you.
Definitely.
Don't give into it. Keep going.
Innit? Keep going. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Keep going and don't stop. That's it. Innit?
Yeah. Everything with life. You just got to get up in the morning. And do you know what? You're having a bad day. You still get that smile out from that drawer at the side.
You've got to, haven't you?
Yeah. Of course you have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard with people with mental health.
Yeah.
But you know that. I mean, I have sort of had experience. Not me personally. I'm quite. I think I teetered on the edge at one stage in my life, but it was just a case of, come on, Lynne, you've got to get up and
you've got to do it, yeah.
Members of the family. My partner was bad with mental health years ago, and he ended up taking his own life.
Really?
Yeah, so I saw that side of it.
How was that? How did that influence? How did that not influence? How did that kind of like affect you?
Like I said, that was what had me
on the edge.
Yeah. But it was a doorway to the music. Because I'd come out of the music business. I'd gone into horses. I had my own farm, everything like that. Yeah. And I used to smoke weed. Right. And this is what does my head. It's not addictive, it doesn't have. It affected him. Yeah. In 3 months, he went from being a good guy to psychotic. Yes,
I think it's one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
In my experience, you know, definitely it sent me like that as well. Yeah. Because like I say, I've got ADHD. I need an upper. You know, yes. I need a stimulant. That wasn't a stimulant for me, and it isn't to this day. If I have a joint, if I have a weed, if I had a smoke, it sends me the opposite way. It sends. I can't sleep. I can't.
That's my head. He was like aggressive. He was making things up that weren't true. And then one day I'd come down to my farm. We'd split up because I couldn't cope with it anymore. And he was in my stable. He took his own life. So yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and there was a few friends around me then, a couple of DJs, and it said, get back into the music. I was 6 stone. It got me to the point where I was 6 stone. I was quite in a bad way because of the effect he was having on me. Right, yeah. You know, through everything he was putting me through. Yeah, yeah. And I got back. Steve Gorton, the day after it happened, was at my stable yard to see if I was okay.
Good man.
He is a good man, a very good man. And that's why I always stick by his back. I've always got his back, and I always will do. But he was there for me. He was the only person that turned up and said, "Are you okay?"
Wow.
And he brought me back on board to be manager.
Right.
Because people were asking, like, I was going out, I started going raving.
Yeah.
Sort of hit it a bit mad, going out. To take things away, it was like back to the music, back to what I remember, where I felt I belonged.
Yeah, yeah.
Became friends with a DJ, Rob Thurston.
Right.
And it was him that said, Lynn, you need to get back up. And he gave me a lot of strength, that man.
Did he?
Yeah, big respect to him. Big respect.
Good man.
Yeah. So, back at it. And, like, now he's like, I can't believe you DJed.
Watch and then he was like an he influenced you back into that then.
Because way back when we were doing gigs and stuff, he was the DJ there.
Yeah.
You know, and he was like being Rob Thurston.
Yeah, yeah.
And close friends to this day.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's nice when people are like that.
Yeah, it is.
And that's what you need, people around you.
I think that's what I was saying. We kind of touched on it before. I wanted to go, you know, in that sense where how do you think the bounce scene and that's like changed? That's what it used to be like when I first got into it, you know, and back early 2000s, very early 2000s. I think 2001, to be fair, like when I was about 16, that's when I started emceeing in the clubs and cricketers and that. And that's what it was like back then. Everyone had your back. Do you know what I mean? Everyone was pushing you forward, and because it wasn't like it is now. But nowadays, today's day, you know, like 2025. It's not like that. Everybody's against each other. There's too much critics. You know, I see people are watching my videos, my mates, or, you know, people that are in the industry, pretty high up in the industry. They've watched my videos and they won't even like it. They won't even share it. They won't even do anything. And it's like, hang on a minute, I'm sharing all your stuff here. Yeah. I want you to do well. I buzz off you seeing you do well. Why are you not doing that back? Why are you not doing that back? What's changed? Like where's your mindset at? And this is what I kind of like understand. Where are the mindsets at?
Yeah.
You know, what's it due from? Because it's changed. It's changed a lot.
I think that's an individual person as well. Because me personally, loyalty means a lot to me.
Yeah, same.
You know,
respect and loyalty.
Because of loyalty and respect and stuff like that, over the years, I've gone like that.
Yeah.
You know? And you have to. It's like ever decreasing circles, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that person's done this, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
But then you do wheedle them out, and you find these people who I've introduced people to events, and check them out. They're a good DJ.
Yeah.
Don't speak to me much anymore, do you? Where you used to be inboxing me all the time.
This is what right.
Now you've jumped on my gravy train, and it does happen, and that's sad. That
it does. I mean, I've helped loads of people into the industry, loads, you know, and the you know, they're quite big names now and things, and like, well, one of them was Bugsy. I just had him on the podcast not long ago, Bugsy MC, and I got him his first night, and I kept pushing him. Come on! And even though he didn't do very well at first, he kept getting the mic switched off on him, you know, by Stephen J. He was, you know what I mean, things like that, which disheartened him. I was like, come on, get back up into it, and then didn't hear it. You don't hear anything off anybody for a long, and you think to yourself, hang on a minute, I helped you out here, you know, but then they come back, they know who you are, you know what I mean, and I think it becomes. I think it's an age thing as well, where I think when people mature a little bit more and they go, you know what, you have done something for me, you know, and they give you that due and respect. But a lot of people now that are coming up into the industry, there isn't that anymore. There isn't none of that. It's kind of like you're on your own turf, and that's what I mean. It's like. It's hard work, innit?
Everyone's out for themselves, and that's what you've got to take into consideration.
Everybody.
And I struggle with that because I'm one of these people, I'll do it for you.
Yeah, same.
And it doesn't.
Well, you're out on your sleeve. Yeah, and you're good out, good nature. But
I've stopped it now. I can cut people dead in it.
Yes, same.
I don't care.
I can
really
as well.
Don't care.
I can.
And you get to that comfort point in your life.
Yeah.
Got my dog out.
Yeah, that's same. Yeah, I'm the same. You know,
and dog out for a walk.
Yeah.
Over the head.
Yeah, that's it. And you just forget about it for the time. But still, I'll still help people. You know, I'll still help people.
You can't help it, can you? It's
in my nature.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's quite disheartening when people don't reciprocate that.
It's disheartening, but I think it's good in a sense. Like I humble myself because I think, you know what? I've tried. I've done my thing for him. I can sleep at night.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are not going to sleep at night because they know that someone's done something for them and they've disrespected you in that way, or they've not took it on board or whatever, you know. And I can still sleep at night for that because I've still done it. So that's a good thing. So that's kind of like that makes me humble in that sense.
You've got to be humble. You have. It's a good trait to have.
Yeah.
And I do know people. Green Bins has always supported me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, he's gone out of his way. I mean, I've been friends with Green Bins for a while, but even before I got to know him well, people come to me talking really good things about you. And I'm like, Green Bins, really? Yeah. So then I came into the opportunity where, you know, I can say to people, yeah, but this DJ, but that.
Reciprocated.
Green Bins, Rob Thurston.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Yeah.
And that's what you do, don't you?
Yeah, what comes around goes around, doesn't it?
Of course it does. Karma's a bitch.
Yeah.
Great believer in karma.
Of course it is, definitely.
Fantastic. You put out what you want back.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's a true way to live your life.
Yeah.
Don't do to other people what you want done to yourself.
But don't expect something back when you do put it out in a sense either, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you will get disheartened, you know, because people are
I've
you know.
seen people devastated. Oh, this person's done that. Don't let it get to you.
Yeah.
Don't just let it go over your head.
Yeah.
You know?
Of course.
Don't take it personally.
Wisdom, I like it. Oh, you're awesome, you aren't you? Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Awesome for awesome. We've been called all sorts.
What's the funniest thing you've been called?
I'll leave that one to you.
All right. Yeah, sound.
No.
So yeah, I mean, is there anything you want to cover?
Covered loads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have we been going?
Nearly an hour and a half.
Right. Yeah. I think we're all right, mate.
Sorry to have bored you.
You've not bored me, have you? It's awesome. I mean, I think we've gone through everything really that we need to. What is you here for? I've got your story. I've got to know you on a personal level a lot more.
A lot of people, what I've found over the years, judge me by what they see.
Yeah.
Like you say, it's that visual thing. People go, you're all right, actually, aren't you?
Not same. Yeah, I've always had that.
Yeah. Because they judge on what they see.
Or what people have said, or like, because they've judged you on what they see.
Yeah, that's a big factor as well,
isn't
it? You know?
Massive. The amount of people that have come to me in my time and gone, you're not actually a knobhead, you. And I'm like, what? It's like, where's that coming from? No, I am a knobhead, mate, trust me. And they're like, no, you're not. You're actually all right, you. And I'm like, all right, why? Why would you think I'm not? You know, who are you?
But then that's that big thing. Don't judge people on what other people say.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Take time out, get to know them, and then make that assessment yourself.
Yeah, of course. But there is people out there where they do say,
there's a large majority.
And I'll meet them and I'm like, he's a But still humble. Yes, mate, no dramas. See you later. I just won't put myself into your situation. I'll just do my thing. See you later.
You do, don't you?
Just do your own thing.
I
mate.
go home to my little bubble, get on the couch, dog by my side, telly on. You know, and people are like, oh, you must be on your decks all the time.
No.
No, shut off.
Yeah.
I can go months without even touching my decks. And then I'd be like, oh, got a gig next week, better.
Yeah.
Have a shift to see what tracks I've got. Because it's nice to pull new tunes up.
Yeah, of course.
You know? And especially with Golden Days, it's like, because that's where my residency is.
Yeah.
So they let me have a little bit of an experiment and I'll drop some like hip hop mixes and stuff like that. So
When's that? When's the next one of them?
That's on the 18th of October.
So coming up in a couple of weeks? Right, nice. What club is it at?
It's at Off the Square in Manchester.
Oh yeah, Off the Square, yeah.
To be honest, it's quite. I think it'll be the last one that they do there. It started. I mean, I was one of the first DJs. It started in a pub.
Right.
And it's gone from there.
Right.
And they had it at Mint Lounge. I don't know if you've ever been there in Manchester.
Mint Lounge.
It was quite a big.
Where's Mint Lounge?
It was on Oldham Street.
Where's that?
Near the Northern Quarter it is.
Where's Mint? I can't remember which club it is.
Basically across the road from Affleck Palace.
Right, yeah, I know exactly where you mean. Yeah.
And you know what?
I know exactly where you mean, yeah.
And it was packed out. But they've had to go to a smaller club. But they're selling the tickets out.
Really?
It's just grown and grown and grown. And they're a nice bunch of people.
So why will it be the last one then?
I think it was the last one there.
Oh, right, last one there, so they're going to...
Yeah,
right.
I think they need a bigger venue.
Right, oh, right, because they're filling it.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Where do you reckon, what have you got in mind?
I don't know.
Not for that, like, where would you say, where do you think, like, where would you...
It's hard in Manchester. It really is hard. Mint Lounge was really good. They had it at the Manchester Lounge as well. That for me was too small as well.
How many people are they getting in?
Getting over 200 quid, 200 people.
Are they?
And for them venues, you're having to sell your tickets and still people want your ticket.
What's around there? Brewdog, innit? Brewdog Bowl and all that.
Yeah.
Is that the downstairs? A lot of them down there, aren't they?
Yeah. It's just
Soup Kitchen, how many is that old?
Oh, I don't go to Manchester. I
Do you
can't
not?
stand Manchester anymore.
Yeah.
I work there and then I come out and I'm like, right, back home to Warrington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To your bubble.
Yeah.
That's
exactly. As soon as I see the fields, I'm like,
it. Yeah.
it is.
Oh.
No, city life's not for me anymore. I'm proud to be from Manchester and I love that I've got those roots from Manchester, but it's not a nice place and it's not the Manchester I remember anymore.
You're from Manchester, but you support Salford United?
Yeah.
Do you? Yeah. That's mad as well.
Yeah. I remember, like, my dad was a policeman.
Right.
And when he was a policeman, it was Manchester City. And then you had Salford City, it was separate.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it became GMP, where they joined forces.
Right, yeah. So that's still stayed though, hasn't it, with the Manchester kind of
on his helmet, it used to say Manchester and Salford.
Really?
Yeah, Manchester and Salford City Police.
Wow.
Mad.
Wow. That's mental, isn't it?
Yeah, and that was only in the, I'd say 70s, because he kept all his badges off his helmet as he changed through the years, you know.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And it was lovely seeing you live on the decks, and, you know, and yeah, it was really, really nice.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Is there anything you want to say to anybody out there, or any shout-outs?
Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Big up Golden Days.
Yeah.
And anyone that's ever helped me, because there's a lot of people out there that have helped me, and I appreciate everything.
Brilliant.
You know, Steve, Rob Thurston, Green Bins, they've all helped me.
There you
and
go.
all supported me, and that's nice.
Well, we might have them on the show, hopefully.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Definitely Green Bins.
Yeah. Paul's a good guy.
He's a good guy, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely. But Rob Thurston's another one to have.
Yeah.
He was DJing at 16 in clubs.
That's it. I think we all do it. We're very young, aren't we?
Yeah.
Lovely.
There's a few tales to tell there.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, we'll have to get him in.
Yeah.
Definitely, 100%. So, Rob Thurston, you've heard it. Green Bins. Make sure you get in on the vibe and come into the studio. And yeah, you're more than welcome. Have a bit of a mix down and a bit of Pauly C on the mic. And then, yeah, we can get your story. That'd be fantastic. All right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers.